Welcome back to Honest Straightforward Reviews. Today we're going to be looking at Apple's new flagship AirPods Max on my left and their ex-flagship by Beats Studio 3 Wireless. First things first, I'll look at the boxing and then I'll get the devices out, okay? So straight off, I'll start off with the AirPods Max. So this is indented, this is grooved out. That's basically it. Inside, all you get is warranty paperwork and also the USB-C to Lightning cable. Other than that, you don't get anything else. You don't get a charger, you don't get a cord to go wide mode. If you wanted to go wide mode, you need to pay for a cable, which is around $50. Now, let's look at the next box, which is the Studio. Okay, so that's basically it. Got the Beats logo. Inside it's pretty straightforward as well. Nothing too special. It's got a little neat pull-out tab, and yeah. So first of all, you get a case. You don't get a case with the other one. Okay, it's a nice little leather feely case with a nice zip, and you get a USB-C cable, micro USB cable for charging, and you also get a wide cables to go wide, and it's got a remote for volume up, down, and the hang up button or Siri button if you hold it. Other than that, if you pull this tab out, you got the warranty paper down here, and it's quite chunky, to be honest. Really nice to see. And yep, so those are the things you get. You also get those cables, and you get this as well, so you can hook it onto a bag or something like that. So that's basically it for the boxes. Now, this is the physical comparison between these two. So straight off, you'll see a semi case, which isn't there to really protect it much. So that's it. Okay, it goes inside, it's magnetic, and it also has sensors on here to detect this, and it goes into ultra sleep mode. It does not, the AirPods Max do not have a on-off button, and as such they do not turn off, whereas the Beats do. Now, looking at the Beats, you get an on-off button, which is really nice to see. You get a battery indicator as well, which is really awesome. You get the indicator for Bluetooth and things like that. You also get an up and down button for volume and a hang up button, which is really nice. I really love it. It's got a clicky slider, which is very useful. I find it very good. It's just the right tension. It's not too much that you're struggling and pulling it hard, but at the same time, it's not that loose that it just keeps sliding out. Also, on the bottom side of the band, you've got a really soft silicone feeling band, and the other side is plastic. You also got the really soft cushions as well. All right, and inside they're quite plush as well. You also get a headphone jack hole and a micro USB hole to charge it, and also upgrade the firmware. Now, looking at the Apple AirPods Max, these have a mesh, okay, which is very strong and sturdy, okay. They have two buttons, so just like an Apple Watch, the crown, and also a button. This is for noise cancellation and transparency mode. This is for volume and also rejecting calls and pausing and things like that. This has auto pausing, so as soon as you take it off, they turn off the music, pause the music and things like that, and they detect it when you put it back on. Other than that, you also, with these, you get, can you notice that, guys? That's going to be damaged and dented in time. Anyways, these are magnetic, okay? So they come off really fairly easily, and they're marked as well. So that's right. As you guys can see, there's an R there and a hole there as well, which lines up with this hole over here. So it goes up very easily and it just goes smack bang. It's very easy, although I have had problems with this just coming off by themselves when I'm trying to take off the headphones and they get stuck somewhere. Looking at the slider, it's a nice tough stainless steel. It's a bit hard to come out and go back in. These don't fold or anything like that. They just stay like this. That's it. They just rotate and stay like that. To stop them from banging, this is what I do normally. So this is what I do. Leave it like this. Now, regarding the charging, it gets charged with a lightning cable or an iPhone cable of such. Other than that, that's basically it. It doesn't have any other holes. So that cable that you get to listen through an audio jack, so that will go here and that then will go into a phone. So that's basically it with this. Now let's talk about tech. So the Beats gets Bluetooth 4.0, which is really old, and it also gets the W1 chip, which makes it easier to pair with Apple devices. You just take it close and just press connect and it connects. This has the H1 chip in both the cups, which basically has directional capabilities. All right. Other than that, the AirPods Max goes galore with sensors. So it's got about 9 sensors. It's got a gyroscope in the left ear cup, and the rest of them are in both the optical sensor, positional sensor, case detecting sensor, and an accelerometer. It's got 9 microphones in total. 8 of them are for active noise cancellation. 3 of them are for picking up the voice. 2 are shared with the active noise cancellation. Call qualities, beautiful. These are really good for call quality. If you are ever out and you just get a call and you need to answer it, if you've got Apple's announcing thing, so Siri would announce who's calling and things like that, and then you can just take it and not worry about anyone. I've had it in a windy environment and things like that, had no issues at all. Beats, hopeless, completely hopeless. You can't hear anyone with them and they're really a struggle. Now with these bad boys, they give you 20 hours of playback on a single charge, and they have something called fast fuel, which both of them do. This is advertised as 5-minute charge for an hour and a half playback. This is advertised as 10-minute charge for a 3-hour playback. So 5, that's half. That's basically the same. However, what you would really be surprised to know that the Beats outperform in battery life the AirPod Max. The Beats lasts for 22 hours with everything turned on, so noise cancellation and things like that. It comes with a carry case and the remote torque cable as well, so those are a real plus and those are the real downfalls of these. However, this comes with all the bells and whistles in regards to having Bluetooth 5 and things like that. Now, I'm not going to get into the sound too much because obviously you're paying $900 for these RRP, and these are only $450. So although the sound is pretty good on the Beats, these are fantastic. Okay, I'm going to be doing a review of this very soon, just dedicated to the AirPods Max. Please do tune in. If you haven't subscribe and press the bell icon so you don't miss out on that. I'll be doing a thorough sound review of this as well. But all in all, the main difference is it's quite refined. Beats is the king of bass. Okay, the bass is very pronounced. That's very powerful. However, if you are sometimes just listening to music and you don't want the bass to be super loud and super intrusive and overwhelming, it can be overwhelming. Okay, with the Beats, this is a nicety to have. However, if you want that oomph, it doesn't have it. Other than that, it also has adaptive active noise cancellation. This has noise cancellation. Adaptive is adapts to your environment. If it's louder, it turns up the noise cancellation, whereas this is just one steady noise cancellation. It also has an equalizer, so EQ is adaptive as well. According to the music that's being played, it'll detect it and set the EQ, whereas this you don't have much options in there. Apple's really short-changed that. Anyways, guys, this is a really short look at both the headphones. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a like if you did. It helps out a lot. You can also follow us on Patreon, Instagram, and Twitter. Thanks, guys. Take care.